So welcome to a new segment I'm going to be doing. It's a question of the week. So every Wednesday, weekly, I'm going to be posting a frequently asked question and I'm going to be answering it. So I encourage you guys to either comment below some questions you want answered, or you can send me an email, whatever it is, send me a DM and I'll make a video answering that question. So this week, the first question is, what are some incentives of buying a home as a first-time home buyer? So yes, as a first-time home buyer, you do get some incentives, and it's important to note them so you can take full advantage of these incentives. But first, I just wanted to clear the air on one of the biggest misconceptions regarding first-time home buyers, and that is based on the down payment. Now, as a first-time home buyer, a lot of people think you get certain benefits in regards to the down payment percentage you must provide. A lot of people think only first-time home buyers can put 5% down on a property. Like, this isn't true. Your first-time home buyer status actually doesn't impact the percentage of down payment that you need to provide. Now, there is some incentives that allow you to utilize, like, let's say an RSP, which I'll get into later, but for down payment percentage, there's actually no difference between a first-time home buyer or a repeat buyer. The down payment rules are consistent if it's an owner-occupied property. In Ontario, the rules are 5% on the first 500,000, 10% on the rest, and then anything over $1 million requires a 20% down payment. Now, if you're buying a rental, that changes. It's going to be 20% down payment no matter the purchase price. So now let's get into the incentives of the first-time home buyer. Incentives when purchasing. So the first incentive I'm going to be talking about is you get a rebate on land transfer tax. Now, land transfer tax is something that's due at closing, and if you're a first-time home buyer, you get a $4,000 rebate, meaning if your land transfer tax is $4,000 or under, it's free. If it's anything over $4,000, you're gonna have to pay the difference between the $4,000 and up. So if it was $5,000, you'd have to cover that $1,000. Now, another benefit is you can use your RSPs towards the down payment. So you can use up to $35,000 per applicant. So if there's 2 applicants, you'd be able to use $70,000. And keep in mind with this, you do have to repay this amount within a 15-year span, but you don't get taxed like you would if you were not a first-time home buyer and you were withdrawing from your RRSPs. So that's the benefit you get. Another incentive is the new first-time home buyer savings account. I think it just came out in 2023 if it's out yet, but it's a new savings account that combines the benefits of a RRSP and a tax-free savings account. So you can start putting money into this account, and then when it's time to purchase your home, you can withdraw from this tax-free. And the difference between this and the if you were withdrawing from your RSP is that you don't actually have to pay this one back. So that's one of the benefits if you were to go with the first home savings account. Now, as a first-time home buyer, you can also take advantage of something called the Shared Equity Program. This is a program where the government will help increase your down payment percentage for an equity portion in your home. So it's used to increase your down payment, and this equity portion is actually required to be paid back. Now, you have to keep in mind, you're not paying back the direct amount. You're going to be paying back the percentage of the home. So if homes tend to appreciate, so if 25 years later when you're required to pay that back, your home has appreciated in value, you have to pay them back based off the percentage of this now increased value. So you could end up paying more than what you were initially given. So you have to keep that in mind when taking advantage of this program. So I hope that answered this week's question, the very first question of incentives you get as a first-time home buyer. I hope you liked it, and this isn't the normal setup of my normal videos. I just threw something together here quick, but I am gonna change up the setup. I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different than my normal video just to change up the scenery. So I'll be working on that this week for next week's questions. But next week's question, please comment below, email me, like I said, ask questions, and every week I'll be answering these questions because a lot of Canadians, especially first-time home buyers, have questions about the mortgage process. So I'm just trying to help educate people so they get a better understanding. So that's it for this week. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube stuff, share this video with a family member or friend. And keep an eye out for next Wednesday. I'll be posting this around probably 12. This one's a little bit later. I'll be doing 12 p.m. This one's going to be a little bit later, but normally it'll be 12 p.m. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.